Okay. Okay. Let's see what we're working with today. A dark oak forest? That's actually perfect. If we can find a pale garden, that would be nice. Maybe there's not a pale garden in this biome. Huh. Oh, here's one right here. It's very small, but it might work. Is that a field that'll be perfect for what we want to do? Okay. Today, we are going to be messing around with the new action and stuff update. If you don't know what action and stuff is, it's this animation slash texture pack. Actually, why is I feel like the walking animation feels different. I don't know, that might just be me, but we're gonna be messing around with the new Halloween update. And if you're not a fan of action stuff, just trust me. Just wait, this stuff is cool. This stuff is really cool. But you don't have to stay. No, you don't have to stay. But to start, we're gonna start with some props. Action stuff has this really cool feature called props. And this is just a texture pack. It's not like a mod or an add-on. This is Bedrock Edition. But where's the name tags? But I'm gonna be showing you props, which props I think are really cool. I never used them until now. But you gotta do these weird S thingies. And it ends up blank. But you put down arm stand, does this. So before the update, there was ones like this. You know, it's just like a rock. But now we have some new ones. If you take an Eye of Ender, that's awesome. Wait, let me just test. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, okay. So you're gonna be in the survival to interact with these, but I think this is really cool. So if you look at the eyes, okay, maybe not there, but the eyes are following me. You look at the eyes, and then if you hit it, like that's so cool. That is awesome. What the? Let me turn, I don't want peaceful, and I'll just go back to creative mode. But as this zombie goes away because it's daytime, we have another one we can try right here, right now. Actually, if we name a name tag... Oh, wait, no. Actually, we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later. Since we have the props. We're going to be using this later, too, so... Should I be like... No, I think it's fine. I keep it there. So that is if you give it an Eye of Ender. And then we have one for... What block did I place it on? This one, right? Whoa. Does it just do it every once in a while or something? But there's like peepholes in the back. I wonder if I can look through them. Anyways, we have what's next? What's next? Leaf pile. If you grab some leaf litter, I forgot to give it the name tag. Leaf litter. Look at that. That's awesome. And then let me just type a command real quick. Okay, so if you interacted this one, oh, well, I guess I broke it too fast, but look, if you punch it slowly, I really like this one. This one's so cool. I'm definitely going to be using that. Later we're going to be building with these things. We're going to be building something. Actually, I have something I could, no, I'm not allowed to do that, but anyways, let's zombie again. Doesn't see me, does it? No, it doesn't. Okay. Okay. Finally, it's dead. Next is Creeper Anatomy. That's what it's called. You're gonna grab a creeper head. Oh, wrong one. Not Steve head. That doesn't do anything, does it? Oh, I need the name tag again, darn it. Okay, weird name tag unlocked. So if we do that, and then look at that. Oh my gosh. So we got like a creeper anatomy. It's like that one, I don't know, but it's cool, pretty cool. You got TNT in there. It's not really very scary, but it's kind of cool for design, I guess. Next is the... Alright, yeah. Some of these are hard to get in survival, like a skeleton head and a creeper head. Those are not easy. Leaf litter and this one are pretty easy, but these other ones aren't. So this one, skeleton head, which I guess we probably should put like on a table or something. Yeah, let me do some awesome build hacks. I want that here. We got a nice table. Put the armor stand on. And you got like a skull candle. I think that's pretty cool. Next in line, I can't wait to build this at the end. Jack in the Box. So you need a trapped chest. And I haven't seen this one yet, actually. But I think this one's... I don't know if those are interactable. Maybe that one is. We'll try. Oh, that actually scared me a little bit. Okay, but why is there mobs everywhere? Hold on, I need to set it to peaceful. We'll need mobs later. Peaceful, and then turn off mob spawning. Turn it back to normal. We do need to be day though. So that's pretty cool. Does this have any? No. No, okay. Those don't have any interaction. Does this one? If it's like... Oh, it does. It instantly... If it's in and you hit it, it'll instantly go out. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And... Back to creative. Next is... Okay, that one's actually pretty loud, so I'm going to destroy that. But next we have... Zombie Tombstone, which is pretty cool, I think. And that's pretty cheap too. I like how they made this one cheap because people are going to want to use it. But you need that. Just make this grass. So it looks just a gravestone, but I said it was a zombie. Oh, I did not mean to punch. I said it was a zombie gravestone, so where's the zombie functionality? Maybe if I'm in survival mode? Nope, it's not doing anything. What happens is if you show time set sunset, I don't actually know what time it needs to be for it to work. Maybe if I just set it to night. Look at that. Did it make that sound because I don't know. Oh. Okay, well that one's pretty cool, I think. It wasn't because I punched it, right? No, okay. Let's move on to... Wait, was I already in creative? No, I was. That shouldn't make any noise because it'll be day. Next, get rid of all this. Next we have... Give me a second. Vampire Coffin. I think this one is also pretty cool. Mangrove Door. Okay, so it's just a coffin, which is already pretty cool. It's a pretty cool coffin. But if I am in survival and I punch it, that's pretty cool. Okay, you can't spam it. For some reason, the vampire villager guy or whatever that is isn't a name tag. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you'll see later when we do the name tags, which are really cool. Next is we got some just decorations. I'll call them. So this one, I mean, all of these are decorations, but we got like a skeleton. That's too close. Skeleton. Wrong one. I didn't actually read what I was trying to get, but I think it's bone meal. So if you do bone meal, oh yeah, there we go. I don't know if this one interacts actually. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But that's pretty cool for like, you know, your Halloween builds that we'll be doing later. Next is We got a soul lantern. And then the next one after that will be pointed Drifson, which is 3D with action stuff, so you might like that, you might not. Okay, so first the soul lantern. It's like a street lamp that's blue. It's pretty cool looking. And then we got another one that's pretty cool, but let's make something to display this one on. There we go. Look at that. It's a gargoyle. I don't think this one has any interaction, but it does look pretty cool with its emissive eyes. Everything is looking... All these props are getting a lot cooler. I don't think anybody cared about them that much, but I think they're getting... There's a lot, and it's getting pretty cool. The next one is going to be... Is there a village? No. The next one is going to be... a scarecrow. So if we... Oh, wait. Let me get the next few so I don't have to keep going in my inventory. That. And then we have specifically this one. And this one. And then this, I think. And then this. I think that's everything. Yeah, this is going to be all of the remaining props. So, I don't like that. First thing we have is the scarecrow. So it's just a normal scarecrow during the day. But if we do time set night, it turns on. And it looks really cool. We can also interact with it. It has some idle animations as you saw I was doing. See if we can see another one. Like that. Okay. Actually, I thought it had... Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can just shove them around. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then I think he goes back to normal if we do time set day. Yeah, okay. Next up is this, which is like a... Oh, that's actually really cool. I like that. Very ominous. It's like a... Ominous. Yeah. Very ominous. Give me 1 second. I think that looks pretty cool. And, okay. Next one is this one. Oh wait, hold on. We might need a bit of more space for this. Ready? Boom. Oh, I like the animation. Ooh. There we go. I like the animation when it, like, boom, like a big pumpkin thing. It's actually really cool. I love action stuff. It's a giant pumpkin. With the same, well, I would say same, but pumpkins have, like, different faces. I think there's, no, it's that one, I think, yeah. Wait, what was I? Alright, I was gonna see if this is... So this is exactly 3 blocks by 3 blocks. Is it 3 blocks tall too? Yeah, not accounting for the stem. Which is weird that they have that kind of stem, because if you look on the pumpkin bottom right, it's slightly different. That's what it used to look like, but I don't know. Next up, actually wait, no, we have survival interaction. I actually want to see though, time. It obviously doesn't emit light. It does look like it glows. So you'd want to, like, I don't know how you do this. Oh, that looks pretty good. Just a light source behind it, or actually I think below it would be the best. If you had like one right under the armor stand. There we go. There is a survival interaction, I think. Just its hat goes like, its lid goes up. Not much, but it's cool, I guess. Next up is this, which is like pumpkin variation patch, which I think is pretty cool if you have them like, maybe that's a little too close. Yeah, it's overlapping a little. But if you have like a pumpkin, oh, white pumpkin too, but that's not that. Just have like a pumpkin patch, it adds some variation, you know, some smaller, different colors. It's pretty cool. And then if you... This is going to be really cool to build with all of these props. Oh my gosh, that actually scared me. Oh, it's because it's a night. I think it only pops out when you approach it too, so that's pretty cool. Next up is sugar, which is like a... They called it a pail. I don't know if that's like a British term, but I call it, wait, what do I call it? Just a bucket. That's what it is, it's a bucket. But if we go into survival, like candy goes everywhere. So that's pretty cool. And then that's it. It's for props. But now we get on to another cool thing with actions and stuff, which is name tags. So these are all the props that we have. Oh my gosh, that scares me every time. Scary, scary. What the? Oh, it knows that. I thought a zombie just died. So next is name tags, which... Do we want it to be day? I mean, I feel like the nighttime gives it more ambience because it's Halloween and everything. So I'm going to keep it night, but if it's hard to see, let me know, I guess. So for this one, you don't need like a special name tag that with the weird S. This one is just for certain mobs. You actually, let me give some barrier blocks real quick. Barrier blocks, perfect. Well, because we need to make sure these things don't escape. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3. We'll just start one at a time, but this one is for a Vindicator. I'm not sure when you're gonna have a Vindicator in a controlled area, but I think this is the coolest one. Oh no, it's turning day. Keep it night. And one setting is broken. It might work right now, but always day and do daylight cycles. Sometimes they're like, one of them has to be, I don't know. But anyways, where's the barrier box there? Put that guy in. We're gonna have to go into survival for this one and have to run around. So let me just affect myself with a resistance so I can't die. Spelled it wrong. Resistance infinite. Is there, alright, yeah, amplifier needs to be like 200. And then hide particles. Okay. So when this guy gets released, he shouldn't be able to kill me. You can name the spawn egg and then put it in wherever you want it. But if you're in survival, you can't get spawn eggs. So you can just use a name tag and name it in Anvil. This first one is either Clown or Giggles. If you could just take a guess at what this might be. I'm gonna do Giggles because that sounds funner. Giggles. You ready for this one? Look at that thing. Now, if you don't know what a Vindicator is, it's a thing that chases you around with an axe. What do you think it's like when it's a clown? Oh my gosh, look at it right here. Okay, I need to go into survival. Look at that. It's a clown. It's kind of like a custom mob, but it's not really. Back off, clown. I wonder if I can get him back in his cage. Where is it? It's right here. Hey, sir, you need to take a chill pill. Come on this way, sir. Get in your cage. Actually, let's kill you. And put a new one in here. Okay, but Giggles is a pretty cool name tag. I think it's one of the cooler ones. Next one is for a warden, so we're gonna need a bigger space. And we might want to do this further away because it might kill some stuff. Don't know how much space it is. I think it could just be a 2x2. So this one can be named Jack or Gordon. I'm gonna do Jack because it's easier to spell. Jack. I think this one's pretty cool. Oh, right, no, this one is cool. This one is very cool. Where's the warden? Warden, look at that spawn egg. Oh, did I pass it? Oh, it's right here. Right, it's barrier blocks. It's a lot bigger than I remember. Look at that thing. That's awesome. Hold on, wait, let me, Did they change the beam? I don't know. Oh my gosh, that's so cool! The way that it just glows is awesome. Okay, no, it's still blue, but that's not part of the warden, but that's such a cool texture. Okay, so what's next? I don't know how long I'm gonna have this effect for. Next one is for a wolf. And if you've ever watched Dan TDM, you'll know you'll know what this means. I don't know. Let's put this in the, and you're gonna be naming it Skeleton or Marrow. I'm gonna do Marrow because that's just a cool name for a dog, I guess. I'm trying to remember what Dan TDM's dog was named. I can't remember. But I'm gonna tame it first. Look at that. It's a skeleton dog, which is really cool for fans of Dan TDM, but also just because that's awesome, having a skeleton dog. I'm definitely gonna be having a skeleton dog on all my worlds now. And then, oh, there's a baby variant too. We can't really see that, but there's a baby variant. Now we have one for a villager. We gotta make sure these two guys don't get too close because they don't like each other, these two. Let me push the dog over. He can be the mediator. I can hear the warden's heartbeat. Okay, we got a villager. This guy's Is that you? Oh my gosh, they laugh. I did not know they laughed like that. This one is Ghost or Boo. I'm gonna name it Boo. Oh, look at the top left. The wardens. Glowing is so cool. Look at this. It's just a villager in a ghost costume. Yeah, that's something, I guess. Next is Iron Golem. To protect this guy, you're gonna need to summon him an Iron Golem, and the Iron Golems like to dress up too, you know? They love Halloween. Actually, they hate Halloween probably, but this one can be Frank or Frankenstein. You might be able to see where this is going. I'm going to choose Frank because who would want to choose Frankenstein over Frank? It's just way easier to spell and way shorter. Anyways, Iron Golem. Is that in? Yeah, okay. Really cool. Boom. Look at that. I think that is actually really cool. The arrow on the head too. I'm gonna spawn a zombie in there and see what happens. I spawned two, what the? Oh my gosh, he's using wall hacks. That was through barrier blocks. Next is Alley. Now this one's a little harder to put in a cage, so we're just gonna let it wander. And I'm also just gonna put it straight on the Alley egg. This one you can name Ghost or Wisp. I'm gonna do Ghost, but Wisp is a pretty cool name too. And here's what it looks like. Just a ghost version of an Alley. I think that's actually really cool. Very cool. I'm gonna spawn a couple of those around. I love the trails they have with action and stuff. It's awesome. Okay, next is Bat, which you can either... I'm also gonna put this straight on the egg because they can fly away. You can name it... Where's a bat? Here's a bat. I mean, if you didn't know, they already have... like, the updated vanilla bat because the bat was changed in vanilla Minecraft for a while. But now we can make it even better with two names. One is Vampire and the other is Batula. If you don't know what that means, it's Dracula, but with a bat. You're welcome. And this one looks like... has red eyes and it looks way sicker. This is what I would imagine in a haunted build. Why are bats so fast? Sheesh. Put a few Batulas. They're surrounding it, their leader. Dude. Like that. Next is parrots. Parrots also fly. You can tame these ones. Oh, I just got that thing. I'm just gonna do them on the things for. Whoa, look at that. Oh. What was it? Parrot. I have not gotten a parrot spawn egg in a while. There it is. Looks like an angry bird. So this one can either be wait, that's wrong. It can just be one. Crow. If you name it Crow, it turns into, you guessed it, a elephant. Crow turns it into a crow with now emissive eyes. They used to have a crow, but this one's better than the original. I think these crows look pretty cool. And they have custom sounds too, which I think is awesome. And next is the... okay, maybe the crows are a little too noisy. Is the witch. There is already a witch variant. I'll try to put in the old witch variant too. So much noise. You guys are all so noisy. So the old one was I don't remember I feel like there was two, but one of them is Emerald. Get it? Emerald. And the new one is Cackle or Warty. I'm gonna do Cackle. Let's put these in cages. Or maybe burn them in a fire like all witches should. Okay, the old one, Emeralda, was just a green witch. Nothing special. But the new one is also a green witch, but now it's like more of a stereotypical Halloween witch with the hat, you know, and that stuff. I think it looks pretty cool. Better than the Emeralda witch. Next is Creaking. We have one for the Creaking. That's why I needed a Pale Garden earlier. So I'm going to go over there. This one is called Twiggy, Creakling, or Baby. I'm gonna do Creakling because all I have to do is add one letter. And if you can guess what this is by the three name tags Twiggy, Creakling, and Baby, this is a baby creaking, which I think is awesome. Let's see it in the Pale Garden, its natural home. Where's a spot? Sure, right here. Look at it, it only has two eyes, but it's getting there. It is the same as a normal creaking, so if you look up here, you can punch it. But it's just, I don't know if these naturally spawn. I don't think they do. But I love the baby mobs because it makes you feel like we need more of these in vanilla. Look at that. That's a baby creaking. Compared to an adult creaking. Look at that. Oh, sorry. That's awesome. So we're gonna put this in a cage just for display purposes. Just so we can look at a little better, which it's looking very nice. I got two more. The first one is for the Creeper. So if you're a fan of Creeper variants, which there is a baby Creeper actually, I think it's called a Creeperling, or maybe just baby. Look at the crows running to clown. I might kill the warden. It's being so loud. I don't think this is gonna kill it first try, but we can try. It'd be embarrassing if I missed it. I missed. I'm a disappointment. I did not miss there. Does it regen health after a certain amount of time? He wasn't where you were supposed to be. How much health do you have? You're too loud, sir. You gotta go. There we go. The noise has faded away. So, back to the creeper spawn egg. We can name this one name, and that is Skeleton. Take a guess on what that's gonna do. Let's see if I know how to spell skeleton. Pretty sure that's right. Now we find a spot to put it in a cage, like all things should be. And boom. It's a skeleton creeper. You can see it has some TNT inside of it, like the diorama told us, or whatever that was called. Its legs aren't even attached to its body. Well, I think that's a pretty cool spawn egg. It's hard to use these ones because they're gonna kill you. So if you're in survival mode, but I guess they're nice for creative, I guess. Next is and final is rabbit. For a rabbit. And take a guess on what you think this one's gonna do, because it is Halloween. So this one you can name Killer Bunny. And it's a reference to a Minecraft thing. Couldn't tell you the details because I don't even fully know. But I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I don't need to put this one in a cage. It's a bunny with red eyes. Does it have like evil animations? I don't. Oh, there's a baby one. I guess it's just glowing red eyes and white, which is, you know, it's what Killer Bunny is. And that is it. I think. Yeah, that's it. So now we're gonna try to build something with all of these props that we have here. I don't know if it has to be big, but we're gonna build something. Where should I build this? What kind of theme should I go for? This one we have like, if we want to use these dark oak. Oh my gosh, I get scared every time it does that. It's fake, it's not real, it's not real. So maybe, I don't know. Dark oak and spruce. Sounds pretty good. Another cool thing with Ashton stuff is double slabs. 2 slabs make a completely new custom block, and I think that's the floor we're going to be using here. What? Mangrove is... Never really used mangrove as a wall. What is the mangrove, Whoa. That's something. Hold on, we might use this. We're not going to do an exterior, I don't think, but... The bats have gone far. But I do want to build a bit of something. Maybe just a room, I don't know. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 by 8, I guess. The worst part is that you just have to place 2 instead of 1. But it's really not that hard except when it does that. What was that? Is that because of the tall grass? Maybe. And just do it again. Oh, that's a... Man, I love these new mobs, but I forget that they exist because this guy just snuck up on me and I thought he was a real ghost. Okay, and then my idea is to have this. Maybe we'll build a couple scenes, but this is gonna be the first one. This is where we're gonna use like the interior ones. I don't know how good this is gonna look, but... Actually, you know what? I should have checked first. What does the texture of this look like? Whoa, that is... something. I think I like that better, actually. Than this. I'm gonna keep it as this just because I already have, but... And also, if this was realistically a Minecraft build, I'd probably be using the double slabs, because then I would have to do... If I use these, they're one-sided, so... You know, actually, I wonder if a combo. No, okay, we'll just keep it consistent for now. But they are definitely both very good detail blocks. I don't know. Very nice interior, but we want to bring the roof up a bit. How many blocks is that? 4. We'll go one more. And since I don't really want to have to do all the double slabs again, let's just do regular spruce. If you're just tuning in, then what we've been doing is messing around with actions and stuff, and all of the props and name tags. This thing that keeps scaring me. Is it gonna do it? The eyes follow you, which I think is... Do I have to like... Ah... Like that's actually gonna scare somebody. But not me. I've never got scared by that. Like that's just so silly. Wow. Dark oak. So here is our interior. First thing we're gonna do is, I feel like these don't fit, but you know it does. I think this will fit. Oh, we're gonna have to get the name tags. Anvil. Perfect. Okay. So I was thinking of having these like in the corner, like that. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Oh, I guess I don't actually admit light now that I think about it, which is a small flaw, but they look awesome. And then we're gonna do some dark oak with some slabs. That's not the right slab. To add a little table. And then this is where we're going to... Oh, wait, there's no center here. Didn't think about that one, but we can put it off center. Here. Yeah, that works fine. Is there another prop we can use on the table? Oh, the skeleton head candle thing. That's perfect. I think this looks really cool. Let's give this place like a carpet. Oh my gosh. Can't wait to jump scare somebody with that. There we go, maybe. I think this is good, I guess. Well, also something I like about this. Oh my gosh. Stop! Something I like about it is if we go around back. I chose the wrong one, second. It's not like item frames where you need something like, you know. But if you take that, you have a little secret room. This only works for people who have action and stuff on. Otherwise, this would just be a painting. Oh my gosh, leave me alone. But like, you can't tell that that there's space behind it, so you don't even need to crouch. Just walk. Pretty cool. Wait. Yeah, okay. Now, I do wonder why there's eye holes in the back if you can't actually see anything. I think you should be able to see through it. Maybe you are supposed to, but it's a little buggy. I don't know. Wait. I'm trying to think. Actually, wait, hold on. Did I get rid of the name tag? You're kidding me. Why do I keep getting rid of the name tag? Not a sea pickle. Cool S. Because I forgot about an older prop. Because, like, old props aren't even relevant with these newer ones. Oh my gosh, that's so cool! That is so cool that just happened. A ghost just came through the painting. Wow, that is awesome. Anyways, now this is weird because it's very weird if you don't have action stuff on. But with action stuff, this should look pretty cool. You also can't interact at all when standing on the carpet, but if we name tag all of these, there's a carpet one, I think. Oh, wait, what? Is that supposed to look like that? Did they change it? I don't think it always looked like that, but I don't know. Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. Couldn't tell you. Maybe it was wool block I was thinking about. Nope. Okay, well, I do know that this should still be the same, yeah. But that's not the same. Okay, never mind. Ignore that carpet one. Either it's bugged or they changed it. Back to the red carpet. But basically it was like a smoother carpet texture. Surprised I have no... Don't know what that was. But, what else can we do to spice this place up? What other props do we have? Gargoyle we can't really use. Oh, right, we can put the coffin in. I guess we could use that, but I don't know if that fits very well. A lot of this is outdoor, I guess. Any old props? No, I don't think so. But let's try the coffin. Haha, yes, the coffin. I think this place looks pretty cool. And What else is there we could use? I don't think anything. I don't have any ideas. Anything that's not custom, that's just vanilla, that might look cool. Actually, you know what? Maybe something that is custom, but never used before. Might look cool in this setting. Stop yelling at me. Is another name tag. I don't actually know which item it is to do it. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay, so we got a globe. I think this actually looks pretty cool. What about a night? Probably pitch black. Yeah, we got no light in here. So if I give myself, I wonder if like, ooh, wait, I have a good idea. Cause I kind of want dim lighting. Put it there, but I still want there to be light. Yeah, I think this looks awesome. Let's go in there in survival. Ooh, scary. Spooky, scary skeletons. So we got a globe, which I think is, yeah, it's interactable. You can spin it around. That's not interactable. But this is, we got Dracula trying to get some good night's sleep in his coffin. Scary. We got the haunted painting, which can have a secret room behind it. And I think this build worked really well, and I really like the new features with action stuff. I also really like how they fixed one of my biggest complaints, except I never complain to anybody, but it is something that I'm glad they fixed in the update. If you notice, my skin, I think they did change the walking animation, maybe I'm crazy. I have like, you know, some plaid shirt, jeans with a tool belt, and then a miner's hat. You know, it kind of feels like I play Minecraft. It feels like the generic Minecraft player. I kind of like that for this reason. But my hat would always bug through armor when I was using action and stuff. But no more should it do that. If I grab some iron armor, vanilla or custom armor, my hat will correctly disappear now. It's something small, but it's something really cool. Now the last part of today's Halloween update is the skins. If we go over to action, oh, these are all my custom skins, but action stuff, we now have 12 skins in total. The 3 new ones were Evil Reina, I guess is her name. That's this person, right? Yeah. And then we have like a Creaking, pretty cool skin actually. And I like this one. I don't know, Jack. This one's pretty cool. Okay, I don't know why I'm wearing this skin. Let me go back to my normal skin, I guess. But that's gonna be it for today's stream. If you liked the stream, then leave a like on the stream. subscribe. Go check out my, if you're watching on Twitch, check out my YouTube. That's Too Many Mickeys. And if you're watching on YouTube, why don't you go check out my Minecraft series? Because I feel like I put effort into those videos, but nobody ever watches them. I mean, I wouldn't either if I was being honest, but you know, maybe you'll like them. Anyways, that's gonna be it. So, bye.